Hello and good evening, my name is John. We're playing Sakura Night 2 as part of my Steam cleaning series. I gather a game in my Steam library, eventually an arbitrarily rate and or review them with Wheel of Playtime. I don't quite know what's game, things out random, and I have not played Sakura Night 1, so heaven forbid whatever this is going to be. Let's hit start. Oh, there's clouds in the sky. The country of Lemuria is a peaceful one, but that wasn't always the case. Only a couple of decades prior, wow, people of this land lived in fear. They were ruled by the evil demon queen Gunhild, who crushed all opposition with an army of monsters. The downtrodden populace began to lose hope. They feared nobody would be able to stand up to Gunhild and her mighty forces. But then a miracle happened. My mother, Cressidia, assembled a party of warriors, and she faced Gunhilda head-on. Nobody believed that she would be able to best the demon queen, but they were soon forced to eat their words. That's... it's okay. After a long and difficult battle, Mother emerged victorious. She struck the final blow, and Gunhild was defeated once and for all. 22 years of peace and harmony has passed since then. Man, could you imagine it being in a world where you could have 22 years of peace, not like, you know, non-stop war? The Demon Queen might be gone, but the Knights of Adventures aren't completely obsolete. Every city and town has a guild wherein travelers can take on quests for extra coin. These quests typically involve slaying monsters which have been causing havoc near towns and village. It's because of these adventurers that people of our country can live without fear. Well, you said there's monsters attacking. Like, you still have some fear. They nip threats in the bud, and they help... Okay, what is that, Barney Fife? They nip threats in the bud, and they help our country prosper. I want to be a knight too, just like my mother. It's my dream ever since I was a child to take up a sword, don shining plate armor, and head off into the unknown. Unfortunately, my parents weren't very supportive of my dreams. They've always been incredibly overprotective. You mean your mom, who was a knight, who slayed the demon queen, said, "Nah, you can't be like me"? Why do you need to go out and fight, Estella? I practice the art of sword so I could keep my future children safe. I'd hate if you got hurt. That was what my mother always said. But after petitioning her, I was able to sway her. When my mother saw how serious it was about my humble dream, she relented. She handed me some money and her old sword and get the hell out of here. And then, why not train her? Goodbye, Estelle. Please stay safe. Don't talk to any strange men. And change your underwear every day. Thanks, Dad. Make sure to have regular baths. Don't cross any bridges with trolls beneath them. Write us letters often as you can. And remember that we love you. You can come back home anytime you want. I'll welcome you with open arms. Okay. And so it was a tearful. Why are you sending out to train without, like, why not just help her? What are you saved the universe. Like, you should have some resources available. With a tearful embrace and a series of proactive, helpful goodbyes, I set off into the big, wide world to make my mark on history. I'll admit that at the start of my journey, I ran a few hiccups. My mom might have warned me not to speak to any strange men, but she didn't tell me not to speak to any strange women. Oh, this is still preamble. I got taken in by a swindling cat girl called Tart, who stole my other sword and all of my money. Dazed and confused, I feared for the worst, but I was rescued from my... Why not? Why? Bye, Felicia. Sorry, I'm reading ahead. But I was rescued from my sword by a beautiful elf called Felicia. The pair of us traveled the biggest city in Lemuria, Grimoire. We took on quests at the local guild, made friends with the wolf girl called... Wow. Then tracked down the nefarious Tart. We took my mother's sword back and all our money. We managed to secure Cart's loyalty. Now we're a party of four. Felicia, Rune, Tart, and I are going to take on as many quests as we can, make a name for ourselves across Lemuria. That is my dream. I'm nowhere near my mother's level yet. I'm only level 4. I can't afford to give up or level up. I'm going to practice my skill with sword every day and slay many monsters until I can finally call myself a knight. It's not how that works. You get knighted. You don't just... I don't know. Maybe my journey isn't just about fighting, however. Wow, we've been on this title card for a long time. During my trials, I've been approached a lot of I'm particularly close to. Oh, we get to pick who our romance was last time. Rune. I forgot who's who. Rune is okay. Rune is a sweet wolf girl that Felicia and I met during a mission to gather the rare, mysterious Luna flower, a flower with healing properties. Rune was charged with guarding the cave where the Luna flower dwelled. In the beginning, she was rather hostile, but we've since grown closer. She's earnest and duty-driven, but not serious. She's not serious. She's earnest and duty, but she's not serious. She can't smile. But she's not... I don't understand that one. She absolutely adores sweets, and the way her eyes light up whenever she eats crepes is adorable. So you have French in this world. You have French words in this world. We've established... All right. Since Rune dislikes Tart, she sleeps in with me. Tart and Felicia, meanwhile, share another room. Thanks to the sleeping arrangement, I probably spend most of my time with Rune out of all the members of my party. Maybe that's why I allowed our relationship to go so close? She's a dear friend, though we've done so much together, I'm not sure our friendship really covers our relationship anymore. Oh, we've done some pretty intimate things together, actually. I've never thought of simple piddle if I combine into something so steamy. Man, just keep staring at these clouds, baby. I still blush whatever the night we shared together. I like Rune a good deal. I might even love her. But since that night, do you really stutter when you're thinking? Like, this isn't, you aren't talking to someone, so would you stutter while you're thinking? We've not really spoken about our feelings. We haven't cuddled or kissed either. It's all very confusing, but I'm appreciative of Rune's company all the same. Now that I have friends on my side, a sword in my hand and money in my purse, there's nothing I can't do. I'm cautiously optimistic to see what the future holds, and I'm determined to develop my skills. I might be feeling... I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see what these characters look like. Like, we've been talking for 5-6 minutes, and I have no idea what they look like, but I got some ideas. I might be feeling confident about my future prospects, but I bet my mom and dad will be worried sick. Contrary to mom's demand, I haven't written a single letter since I left home. I've been far too busy. I wonder if that makes me a bad daughter. Yes. It's not like I don't love my parents. That isn't the issue at all. I love my mom and dad very much. It's just sometimes, well, they can be a bit much. Still, boop. It's a chunky fade. All right. You know, I was complaining about not changing the scene. All right, now we're still looking at the sky. Now that things have calmed down, I really should write to them. I wonder where I put my parchment. I fish in a drawer of my desk. Desk? Why are we looking outside? Are we inside? Under this apartment, a pot of ink and a quill. I dip my quill into ink and sit for a few minutes pondering. How should I begin? Dear Mom and Dad, probably a good start. Boo whoop. Oh, we're inside now. Okay. You should wear more armor. The minutes tick by slowly. The scratch of my quill and Rune's soft snore. It's late at night and she's still asleep. Drift lazily in the air. Once I fill both sides parchment with my handwriting, I decided to call it a night. I sign off my name with a flourish, then I raise my arms of my... Wait, what? I sign off my name with a flourish, then raise my arm above my air? What? My fingers feel a little stiff after gripping the quill for so long. Whoa, wink. There are a few spots of ink down the front of my clothes. I really am clumsy. I'm never going to be a real knight if I can't handle a little bit of letter writing. That's not related skills. This is correct. This is nothing compared to fighting enemies in the forest. They're different skill sets. You think for a girl who spends her child... Are you still thinking or are you talking? You think for a girl who spends her childhood kneading dough... What? My stamina would be a bit better, but why? Again, not this... I yawn, press my hand to my mouth, tears beat in my eye. I woke up in the middle of the night and tried to I couldn't go back to sleep. It's still dark out right now, but the new day will dawn soon. Then Felicia will be up, rapping on my door in that familiar musical manner of hers. The four of us need to head off to the guild today, like every other day. I'm sure the guild mistress, Alex, her name is. What? Alex, her name is. Yoda. We'll have lots of new quests to take on. I'll do my best to not let my party down. I can do it. Rune. Etsy. Is this an advertisement? Etsy, you okay? You okay? I so glad. Oh god. So you don't speak, you speak broken. Wah. I cry out, alarmed, as a body collides with my own. Arms wind around my waist and a head rests against my chest, using so much force. All the air is knocked out of my lungs. I didn't expect an onslaught like this, not at this hour. It's a good thing I was able to keep my balance. I was very, very close to collapsing. Rune. I look at my assailant in surprise. Rune's head is resting on my bosom. She rubs her cheeks against it, a blissful smile on her face, like an alchemist who just discovered how to turn lead into gold. Well, why... Again, the stuttering while you're thinking. Why does she look so happy? I doubt I have anything she hasn't seen before. Being nuzzled like this is kind of embarrassing, but it's pretty nice too. Now you're cuddling, I guess. Are you alright, Rune? Did something happen? Maybe. Rune looks up, blinking. Her eyes are very blue and bright, like sapphires. Had bad dream. About what? We're in the forest. Or it was scary. So I personally would have trouble being in a relationship with this character Rune, because it's clear Rune might not have the ability to consent fully based on the intellect that Rune is bringing to the table here. She's talking like a toddler, and that's creeping me out. We in forest. It was scary. Lots of monsters. Etsy got hurt. That must be you. I cried out, tried to help, but couldn't. Don't want Etsy hurt. I protect you, keep you safe. You know, get hurt. Rune's affection is a bit overwhelming, particularly so early in the morning, but I think I understand why she was being so clingy. She must have been worried about me. How cute. It's all right, Rune. I'm here. It was just a bad dream. Maybe dream, but my dream come true. They know things. You mean the premonitions? Premonitions? Maybe. You should be careful. It's rather warm, but Rune's warning sends a shiver down my spine regardless. Does that mean I'm in danger? Will I really get attacked by monsters? It's your job. Like, duh. I still have a lot to learn, but so far I think I did a pretty good job at holding my own. It's true that I still rely on Felicia a lot during battle, but my skills with the sword have improved somewhat. If I was surrounded by monsters, would I be able to win? All of a sudden, I'm not sure. Etsy? Rune peers into my eyes. You okay? I'm fine. I smile and attempt to pacify her. In fact, I'm better than fine. You don't need to worry. You sure? I'm sure. I'm going to be a knight like my mother, remember? If any monster sneaks up at me, I'll send them flying. I run my hand through Rune's hair, hoping to calm her down. Rune's tresses are soft to the touch, despite the many years she spent living in the woods, cut off from human society. Rune never ceases to amaze me. She's a wolf girl, but her grasp on Lumerian is surprisingly strong. No, it's not English, but her language skills are very weak. She's been quick to adapt to even customs. She's always eager to learn. Her quick intelligence coupled with her battle capability and her sweet disposition make her a very valuable ally. I just wish she didn't argue with Tart so often. If not for their constant bickering, she'd be perfect. Ah, Etsy nice. She smelled good. But I can still smell cat. Boo whip. Wait, really? Wait, is this the wolf? Is this the wolf girl? Like she just has wolf paws? Really? That must be awful. I can't. Tail, ears, and paws. This is Rune nose winkles. She steps away from me and finally I can breathe. Etsy, I awake now and I hungry want breakfast. You're not the only one. My own stomach rumbling too. I still feel a bit tired and Rune's ominous portent has cast something of a pale over the morning. But not even my own anxiety is enough to quell my appetite. Let's meet up with Felicia and Tart. We can get something to eat together. How does that sound? Horrid. You don't want to have breakfast? I do. I hungry, want to eat, but not with Tart. She wicked, she smell bad, she make the food taste bad too. But I eat with her if I must, if you make me. It's not a case of making you do anything. Don't want you to be uncomfortable. But you should think of how this make Tart feel. The Forest team, Tart might be betrayed you in the past, but she's doing her best to make amends. She's turned over a new leaf. Can't you give the benefit of the doubt? I don't want to. Oh man, I hate reading this type of writing. I don't like her, she bad and mean. But I make Etsy happy. Also, Etsy is such a... You can't use that name. I try, do my best. I still don't like her, though. I know it's a shortcut. Goodness. Rune and Tart's enmity runs deeper than I feared. The four of us have been together for about a week. Wow. Only a week? We still don't feel like a real team. It's only been a week. I hope Rune and Tart would learn to get along over time, but that hasn't happened. They continue to argue like wild cats and dogs. Is it possible to ever become friends? Boop. Oh, we're back to the clouds. All right, Rune and I meet up with Felicia and Tart outside of the inn. About half hours past the conversation earlier. At this point, the sun has already risen. The sky is clear and blue. It looks like to be a pleasant day. Once united, the four of us set off to Gribbar's cobblestone street searching for something to eat. After some deliberation, we end up going to the same small bakery we often frequent. The food options are varied enough to suit everybody's taste, and what girl doesn't like sugar? So I live in the bakery most of life. You think I'd be sick of flaky pastries and doughy loaves of bread, but that's not actually the case. The smell of baking bread is a nostalgic one, and coming here always makes me happy. It doesn't hurt that the pastries at the bakery are particularly delicious. They never fail to make my mouth water. There's so much yummy fume, it's hard to decide what to get. So, baker. Cow? Is everybody an animal girl? Okay. Eat outside. She's nice to us. She's such a sweetheart. Hope you enjoy your food. This is Felicia, the elf. Your quah buns are delicious. There's something to die for. Well, thank you. I'm telling the honest truth. Okay. No can do. Can't get the recipe's the top secret. Okay. They're talking about the recipe. Horns and tail. Okay. Okay. The worst. Let's just get a picture of Tart. I'm not really vibing with this here. We got a group shot. We got a... It's one way to eat it. Why are you wearing armor if you're not going out? This is simply delicious. Eats a breakfast, whipped cream, the choa buns. I know, okay, okay. Let's sit on this pause for a while. Okay. Okay. Oh, where's the MP? Okay. Okay. Alright, so it doesn't seem like it's in a very... Why the French? Like, that really confuses me. Like, in your fantasy world, you gotta be careful what languages you bring in. Are we ever gonna see the clouds again? Okay. That's our cat girl who's like a bunny. It's Felicia. Maybe that's a different character. Oh, that's Taro. That's our cat girl. Okay. This is Sakura Night 2. I don't know where this is gonna go. Skip? No. I'm gonna skip everything. Skip. Alright, they're talking. Go on a quest with Rune. So there are some choices eventually that are... Oh, she fell on you again. Oh no, vines. Okay. Right. Sakura Night 2. Cheers.